Now, on a few occasions in the past, we've talked about the importance of creating a trust for the care of your companion animals in the event you die before they do or you are no longer able to care for them. But how about care of your companion animals in case of an emergency? Now, I'm going to give you an example. So my high threshold for pain has gotten me into trouble a few times in my life. This latest episode taught us that every guardian needs a contingency plan in case you or members of your family suddenly become unable to make it home and take care of your animals. Now, I've been going about my usual activities of being an eye surgeon and advancing the interests of animals. That's my nonprofit animal welfare organization. When a pain in my lower abdomen gradually and persistently made its presence known. Now, I did my best to ignore the ache, which waxed and waned a little bit, secretly wishing that it was nothing and that it would just go away through the power of ignoring it. But try as I might, it was not to be, and the pain became pretty severe at the end of work one day. And this is, by the way, this was while Peter was out of town at a medical convention. So I drove myself to the local emergency department to get a quick evaluation on my way home. Well, an inconvenient situation developed when the emergency room physician reported that the CAT scan of my belly showed the largest inflamed appendix he or anyone there has ever seen. Though I protested, there was no way they would allow me to leave the hospital. In fact, I had a successful emergency appendectomy a few hours later. Here's the thing. With Peter being away, we needed a trusted friend to go into our house to let the dogs relieve themselves and to feed them and the cats. We were lucky on two major accounts. Okay, first, my friend happened to have our house keys and thankfully was in town and knew what to do in terms of our animal care. She had taken care of our companion animals in the past, so she was familiar with the routine. Secondly, even though I was in a lot of pain, I was conscious and clear-headed enough to contact her and make a plan. Now, this was a close call because we had never specifically planned for this kind of situation. I mean, what if my friend didn't answer her phone before they took me to surgery? Or if she did answer the phone, she didn't have the keys. Or I became unconscious before provisions could be arranged. Well, my dogs and cats would have suffered. So bottom line, before a crisis occurs, create an emergency plan in case you or your family members cannot get home to care for your animals. So this might include travel emergencies, natural disasters, accidents, or illnesses, right? Secondly, make sure a trusted neighbor or family member or friend has a key for access to your home and that he or she is familiar with and comfortable with your animals, including what they like to eat, diet restrictions, how they relieve themselves, and any special needs they might have. Third, write all this information on a card for your wallet or purse to carry with you and with your other emergency contact information. And finally, post a visible list at home and give a copy to your emergency and long-term caregivers that includes your veterinarian's phone number and the special needs or your special care provisions for your animals. Your animals are the ones who are going to be suffering, so plan ahead before a crisis occurs.